A look at the starting group here for Denver. Nikola Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Murray. Then there's Johnson. And it's Jones in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Hunter will be filling out the wings. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. Around the middle part of the year, Clark. How much are these teams looking to the future?
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, it's human nature to kind of look ahead. Coaches and players that are leaders on their respective teams have to keep themselves and their teammates in the moment. And that's part of the coach's responsibility, I think.
Now here's Murray. Murray is doubled. Pass to Watson. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Garland. He had 19 points in the win against Phoenix. Allen with a screen on Johnson. From deep, Mitchell buries it from 3.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Outside Watson. Denver moving it around. It's Jokic, high post. And they double up Jokic. Here's Watson. On target from range.
Boy, as a shooter, if you've got space, Jokic will find you. It's as simple as that.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Guys?
Allie, thank you. That shot is off. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Hunter. Allen with a screen on Johnson. And here's Hunter from the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Murray. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Hunter. Back to Garland from the arc. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 3. Murray passes to Hardaway. Outside Murray. Clock at 6. From 15 feet away. Cavaliers with a rebound.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Hunter passes to Allen. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Tyson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Garland. And a switch here also for Denver. Brown, he's checked in for Murray. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Mobley. Mobley on a screen. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Jokic. Left side, Johnson. Now Hardaway. Gets the three to fall. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Now here's Brown. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Hardaway. Now Jokic, covered by Merrill. Jokic, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Merrill outside. Now Mitchell. Five to shoot. They still need this. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Denver has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Johnson passes to Jokic. It's stolen by Hunter. Mitchell with the ball, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Hunter on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Here's Tyson. No good on the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
For three, Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Merrill with it. Coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Mitchell up top. Up and over Hardaway. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, up 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Lonzo Ball, Thomas Bryant out there with Dean Wade. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Now here's Murray. Yes! Murray muscling it in.
Strong finish by Murray. Jamal Murray is simply a bucket. He's a scorer.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Now here's Holmes. They kick it out to Murray. And another 3 for Denver.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Out of bounds, it'll be Nuggets ball. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Bruce Brown.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Tyson's checked in. The Nuggets lead by 8. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back over to you guys.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. From deep, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Denver has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Ball against Murray. And And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Nance. Hunter comes in for Mitchell. And Garland is subbed in for Ball. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Watson comes in for Tyson. And Cameron Johnson subbed in for Hardaway. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Now here's Garland, just 2 to shoot. And another miss by Cleveland. Murray against Garland. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic doing a nice job on the screen, solidly set, then rolls to the perfect spot for the score.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Jared Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Nuggets on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Right side Garland. Mobley, a screen on Murray. Throws it up high. Brown with it. He's picked up by Garland. Brown inside. Working on Hunter. It's stolen by Hunter. Closing it on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Over Murray. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Garland. Mobley's gotten his second bucket.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Pass to Murray. Johnson on the wing. Outside Watson. Here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Over Garland. Garland with the defensive effort. Cavaliers trail by 10. Out to Mobley. Hunter the screen. Back to Garland. Here's the 3. Fires, hitting the triple. Garland's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Mitchell's checked in for Tyson. Jones, he's checked in for the Nuggets. All right, we look at our 2K leaderboard for assist. Numbers from the past month of play. Nikola Jokic, number 1.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
The Nuggets lead by 7. Outside Johnson. And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Brown, the rebound by Garland. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Now here's Garland with the floater. And Mobley gets it to go. Now just a 5-point Denver lead.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Brown, a screen on Mobley. Watson passes to Brown. From deep, Johnson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Allen against Jokic. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got his first points of the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Jokic gets the bucket.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big Diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Denver Nuggets.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. That sounds like their offense right now. Clock work.
Speaking of clocks, I think you've had some run-ins with Big Ben Wallace, haven't you?
You mean in London? Big Ben?
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jamal Murray.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. They've got Johnson. Hayden Watson is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Back to Murray. Outside Watson. Screen by Watson. Here's Murray. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They host the Pistons after this one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Mitchell, the pass to Allen, and stolen by Jones. Now here's Murray, guarded by Garland. Murray, a screen on Hunter. Back to Murray. Denver moving it around. Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Hunter passes to Garland. Stolen by Jokic. On the wing, Jones. Checked by Mitchell. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight.
Elite vision from Jokic. Knows exactly where his teammates are at all times. And recognizes the defense, too.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Garland for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the switch here also for Denver. Hardaway's checked in for Jones. Garland looking around. And here's Hunter for three. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Murray. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Jokic. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. And now it's an 11-point Denver lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Hunter against Johnson. Allen with a screen on Johnson. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Oh, Murray getting it done in tight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Garland. And he makes it on the layup. Garland's got 5 points.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Wade, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Tomlin comes in for Evan Mobley. Tyson, he's checked in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Garland. And so here's Denver. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's Murray. 11 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top bucket from Murray.
Patience paying off that time for Murray. He was able to massage that shot clock perfectly right there.
Pass to Wade. Cleveland working the ball around now. To the middle. Here's Tyson. Johnson with the defensive effort.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Outside Watson. Oh, they pick off the pass. Down low. Here's Tomlin. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in, and Denver will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Najee comes in for Watson. Strawther's checked in for Johnson, and it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Pass to Wade. The 3. Cleveland again missing. The Nuggets lead by 7. Here's Hardaway. Checked by Mitchell. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Tyson with the bucket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Hardaway from outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. To the paint. Pass to Mitchell. With 1 on the clock. Rejected by Valanciunas. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets ahead, up 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Then there's Dean Wade, then it's Ball, and it's Tyson in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Ball. Here's Wade. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Wade's got his first basket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And there's a 3-second violation.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Now here's Ball. Outside for Mitchell. Six to shoot. Pass to Tyson. To tie it up. Rebounded by Denver. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. It'll be the 5th meeting of a strenuous 7-game road trip. Valanciunas sets a screen. Murray with it. Guarded now by Ball. Murray passes to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Wade. Well, Cleveland's shooting the ball at 48% so far. Mitchell up top. Here's Wade. Valanciunas covering. Outside Strus. The 3 from Mitchell. From outside. Mitchell is good.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Darius Garland, he's checked in for Mitchell. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Johnson in for Strother. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Here's Brown, and Brown with the stuff.
Athletic play by Brown, going up top.
Brown against Garland. Pass to Strus. And that misses. That would have put him up. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. Brown against Strus. Left side, Brown. Outside Murray. Now Hardaway. Takes a 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Here's Wade. Pass to Garland. Here's Tyson. For 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for Tyson. Hunter's checked in for Strus. And Mitchell's subbed in for Ball. And then for Denver, Watson comes in for Brown. And it's Jones in for Hardaway. Here's Murray. Tries from 10. Count it!
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Mobley.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
And he makes a first.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Denver. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Nice! That one's good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland up top, defended by Murray. It's good!
Accepting a bigger leadership role over time, Garland now a big shot taker and maker.
Here's Jokic. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Now Hunter. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Johnson a screen on Garland. Now Jokic. A minute 29 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Hey, it ain't complicated when you need a basket. Give the rock to Jokic and just let him play basketball.
Hunter. Quick 2. Oh, net.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Jokic. 5 on the clock. Allen rips down the board. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Jones against Hunter. Outside Garland. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Denver has possession. They lead by 1. Here's Jokic. Ooh, stolen by Allen. In transition, here comes Cleveland to take the lead. It's good.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Outside Murray. Johnson a screen on Garland. Now Jokic. The 17-footer nails it.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
Not enough time to catch and shoot there. They'll have to tip it off the inbound pass to get it up and down.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.